Hi, nice to meet you. This is our first time in this class. So let me introduce myself. My name is Dia Fitria Widiningsih. You can call me Fitri. And I'm a lecturer of Agricultural Extensions and Communications at the Universitas Gajah Mada. And this is a very short introduction of me. If you want to have the questions and know more about me, you can send me email or maybe you can also send me message via Instagram. And today we are going to learn about quantitative research methods. So here is the concepts of the quantitative research methods. The first thing that we should learn is about the data. The data that can be used in the quantitative research is the numeric data. Or we can also change the qualitative data into the quantitative data by using Likert. I have provided the video how to change the data by using Likert. And the second thing is the research instruments. To collect the data, we need the questionnaires. In the qualitative research, we usually call it the questions guideline, but in quantitative research, we call it as the questionnaires. And after gaining the data, we can use some tools to analyze the data. One of them is Excel. This is a very simple one. And we can also use SPSS, AMOS, and also Smart PLS. But in this learning, we are going to learn more deeply about the SPSS in another video. And talking about the research methods, we have the survey research, correlational research, experimental research, and also causal comparative research. But we are going to learn more about the survey research, so that's why we need to use the questionnaires. And this is the benefits of the quantitative research. The first thing is we can make the predictions. So that's why in quantitative research, we need to make the hypothesis to predict something. And the second thing that we can have is the total value. And we can also calculate the average from the total value, the mean, the median, and also the frequency of the data. And we can also have the trends from the graphs. And from the quantitative research, we can have the correlations between variables, and also we can generalize the data from the wide populations. And these are our learning topics. The first thing is the research topics, and then the research problems, and the research objective, and also the research benefit, and the research theory that have been learned from the previous course, and several things that make the quantitative research is different to the qualitative ones is the research framework and also the hypothesis. In the qualitative research, we don't need to make the hypothesis, but in quantitative research, hypothesis is a must to predict something. Another thing is the variables and also operational definitions. And also the sampling methods. We have several kinds of sampling methods that can be used in the quantitative research. And the last thing that we are going to discuss in another video is the questionnaires, how to make a good questionnaires. And conducting quantitative research needs understanding and also practice skills of statistics for social science. So that's why we are going to learn about statistics for social science and also the implementations using the SPSS. And there are two types of statistics that we are going to discuss later on. The first thing is parametric statistics, and the second one is the non-parametric statistics. And here's how we can present the data in the quantitative research. The first thing is figure. This is the examples of the data analyzed by using the path analysis, and you can also find this data in Haryadi and Widiningsih 2020. So this is from my research several years ago. So it's not only figure, but we can also use the table. So from the previous figure, we can interpret the data, we can have the data presentations in this table. You can take a look at this. So we have the attitudes, we have motivations, and also participations in this table. And we can also have another examples by using the table as the data presentations. And the next one is the pie charts. So here we have the examples of the data presentations of the number of people attending the training. So we have 40% female and 60% of male who attends the training. Another examples is the bar chart. So these examples is about the extensions and communications media that are chosen by the number of students. So from this data, we can take a look at that PPT is chosen by the students. And the number of students who choose the PPT is higher than the number of students who choose the posters, booklets, video, and brochures. So this is how we can interpret the quantitative data. And the last but not least is the graphs. We can also make the graph like this. So this is the examples of the graphs of the number of students training in a publishing company from the state university and a private university. Okay, that's all my explanations about the introductions of quantitative research methods. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, let's have a discussion.